Good morning. Welcome to your Morning Glory Oracle for today. I hope you had a good sleep, and whatever you're working on today, we're going to pull a couple of cards to illuminate that for you. First, I'm going to light a little sage for us both. This smoke works to bring our prayers up to the heavens, and it also clears our field, clears our energetic space so that we can focus more on seeing into and receiving the insights that are brought by the cards. And the cards are tools. They're, I think, psychological and spiritual tools. Like, imagery is always good for seeing into things and understanding things through metaphor and symbol. But the insights come from spirit, and they come from spirit's voice in our hearts. So it's really your intention and your openness that are bringing the divine insights. Okay, here's a little sage for you. And a little fruit. And some for the cards too. Okay, so the first card we're going to start with today is a tarot card from the Morgan Greer deck that I usually use. So hold your insight, your intention for insight, and first in your mind, and then let it drop down to your heart space, filled with compassion, seated in love and curiosity, and then all the way down into your belly and into the earth, sinking into your root, your beingness on this planet, and whatever you're doing, your work, body and your belonging, your family, your home. Okay, let's see what we got here. Wow, okay, we've got the Eight of Swords today. A woman blindfolded and surrounded by swords that are stuck all around her, and there's a big tower, sort of an edifice in the back. So there may be something today that's holding you back in terms of your ability to see clearly and to be creative in solving your problems or in how you're approaching life. This card is a card of obviously being bound, but the swords, there's a magic in the swords. They are usually they're a pointy kind of medicine for sure. They'll poke at what's going on in your psyche that's limiting you, and they will always point to usually a little bit of mental strife or the need for mental clarity. And the Eight of Swords is, you're in a strong bind. 8 is a number of strength, but the beautiful thing about the swords is that you can pick one up and cut these binds at any time. So it's really a trick of the mind, right? Like, what are the thoughts that are limiting you right now? What ways can you change the situation and free yourself from negative thinking? What ways are the forces around you repressing your creativity, and how can you think differently about your projects and your own approach to the world? Hang on, there's a car going by, so I gotta stop for now. There's all sorts of stuff going on. Yeah, so, there may be some sort of this structure in the back here. There may be some sort of like institutional edifice, something that's been created by society that's causing you to limit your creative response and your responsibilities. And there may be something like just in society, as structured society as a whole, that you need to really like cast off in order to free your mind. Pay attention to how your creativity feels this way. And I don't mean visual arts, I mean creativity as in your flexibility, your adaptability, and your ingeniousness at how you navigate all sorts of situations in your life. Okay, now we're gonna pull an animal medicine card. See which animal totem is gonna keep you company today. I am camping and there's flies that are biting my ankles. Okay. Oh, we got the chickadee. The chickadee is a bird medicine is always very powerfully connected with spirit because they can fly, right? And they can get up to the heights that we can't, and they have such freedom. And they're also a lot about throat medicine, like singing songs and chirping, you know? And the chickadee has to do with the voice of cheerful truth. It's a deep feminine medicine. It's a very cute and pleasant kind of energy that is teaching us always how to reveal the truth with a cheerful demeanor. So, you know, the deep feminine holds a lot of mystery, and we know a lot that is hidden. Women we're quite intuitive, and we read and see and hear and feel a lot of invisible, mysterious things that are no less true than what is visible. And the chickadee helps us to come in contact with our voice of truth, in a way that feels cheerful. And the way that this relates to this card is we may be allowing this bondedness, this feeling of stuckness and separation from our creativity to make us bitter. This card can definitely make you bitter. If you're feeling stuck and you're resentful, you're blindfolded, you're in a corner and you're feeling like crabby about it, of course you're gonna lash out, right? You're gonna be grumpy and maybe a little upset. This teaches us how to maybe kind of look at things in a different way, get a little deeper, get into the mystery of things, and really kind of have a look at this. And maybe the key, maybe the perfect sword that's going to unleash your power is one of humor and lightness and cheerfulness. I can't remember who it was, maybe Henry James said that the true sign of wisdom is constant cheerfulness. And I know a lot of people would argue with that because they'd say, oh, to be constantly cheerful is to be repressing what's going wrong with your life and repressing your true emotions if you're sad. And we don't live in a society that's really very encouraging of repression. We all need to be free to feel our feelings. However, I really think there is something to that idea that true wisdom shows equanimity and balance in the face of whatever is happening in the world politically, whatever is happening in relationships. And equanimity is the ability to be genuinely pleasant no matter the circumstance. And I think that this is what today's medicine is all about for you. It's about, and for me, how do I release what is repressing me, whether it's all around me or whether it's from within? And how do I do that in a way that is cheerful and wise and balanced? Yeah, this is a really complex medicine today. I'd love to hear what you think. So you can leave your comments or share it with friends if that works for you. Thank you so much for joining me for the Morning Glory Oracle. See you tomorrow.